Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Game Conversation podcast. Well, in this video, I'm discussing about Chelsea versus Manchester City, which ended in 3-1 victory for Manchester City. Well, in my own opinion, I think this season so far, Chelsea has really been they've done something that is unexpected from them. They got in new managers and nobody expected to pull up this kind of competitiveness that the only mode they are in at this point of the season. But they are playing against a top team, Manchester City, and you cannot switch off for any moment in the game versus Manchester City. They will punish you, and that is what happened to Chelsea this night. Today, Chelsea fans are furious at Robert Sanchez, and as well, they are furious at Nicholas Jackson. Of course, they have every right to be furious. They have every right to be angry at both players. But in my own opinion, I think mistakes do happen in games, and that is what decide a game of football. Mistakes. When an opponent make a mistake and the opposition side capitalize on that mistake, that may be the deciding factor in the game. In the first half, Kusanov made a terrible mistake. He wanted to head the ball to his goalkeeper. He didn't contact the ball very well, and the ball fell into the path of Nicholas Jackson, who put the ball into the path of Noni Madueke, and Chelsea were up in the first half 1-0. And sooner or later, Manchester City equalized, and the second goal as well, it was a counter-attack. It was a long ball. Sanchez was out of his line, and Haaland was brilliant and was smart to put the ball over his head, and the ball ended into the back of the net. In my own opinion, I think Chelsea were caught off guard in that regard, and I don't think that mistake he made by coming off his line, it was a terrible mistake from him. He shouldn't have come off his line, because there was a Chelsea player who is trying to put pressure on Haaland before Roberto Sanchez rushed out of his line. So I think Chelsea fans they have every right to be angry at Roberto Sanchez, but on the other hand, mistakes do happen in games, and these are the little things that decide a game of football. And in the second and later on, Phil Foden also got another goal for Manchester City. I think Levi Colwill has already done what he should do by putting pressure on Haaland. However, Trevor Chalobah should have tracked the run of Phil Foden earlier, so that he will be able to catch up with him, or cut out that ball, or cut out that pass, or put pressure on him, or redirect him to the touchline. But in a game of football, when you lose concentration for a little time, you get punished. And that is exactly what happened in that game. And in the first half, I think Chelsea created loads of beautiful goal scoring chances, which I think it should have resulted in the goals. But when you don't convert your chances, and your opponents had their own chance and they converted it, this is the outcome, and this is the result that comes out of it. So in my own opinion, I think Chelsea did their best to win the game, but in the second half, I don't think they did more than expected. They didn't do enough. I would say they didn't do enough to get anything out of the game. I think if they had put in more of their front foot forward, I think just maybe, they may have come back into the game, especially after going 2-1 down after that early Haaland goal. But game of football is quite funny and is unpredictable at any point. So they lost their head, and they lose to Manchester City 3-1. So in my own opinion, I think the mistakes that the goalkeeper did, I think the goalkeeper needs to be encouraged. He has really saved Chelsea this season in some games, and he has made brilliant and beautiful saves for the team. So today wasn't really a good day for him, and it was a terrible day. It happens in a game of football, and I don't think he should be crucified for that. So that is my own opinion. That is what I think, as what I feel about Robert Sanchez. And again, Kusanov as well. It is a night to forget for him. This is his debut for Manchester City, and he had a terrible night to forget. That mistake he made that led to Chelsea's first goal. It was a terrible one. And I think if he had made a better choice than trying to head the ball back to his goalkeeper, I think the ball might not have fallen into the path of Nicholas Jackson. And this same Nicholas Jackson that Chelsea fan were angry at, he is the same person that provided an assist for Noni Madueke, which led to the first goal. So as much as Chelsea fans are angry at him, but it should be encouraged as well, because the number he has pulled this season as well is encouraging, and he will continue to get better and better. This wasn't the same Jackson that we know last season. He missed more open goal last season, and Chelsea fans were furious as well last season at Nicholas Jackson. But this time around, it is what it is. He could not really help Chelsea against Manchester City tonight, and I think he should do more. That's my own opinion. I think he should do more, but that shouldn't be a deciding factor that will lead to an abuse to him on social media, because I know the fans will start abusing him on social media, as well as Robert Sanchez as well. They will start pumping abuse at putting all sorts of abuse against them and their families on the internet, which I don't think is bright, and I don't think it's smart of anybody to do so. The game of football is brutal, and they cannot deliberately lose a game of football, because winning a game for players is boosts their morale, and it boosts their mentality to go again in subsequent games. So for me personally, I think they should have done better in that game against Man City, but their mistakes and their errors was to the advantage of Manchester, and they took that advantage. This win for Manchester is a much needed win for them. If they had gone to lose the game against Chelsea, it could have resulted to the bad outing for them today. But it is what it is. They got the 3 point, 3 point, and credit, fair play and credit to Manchester City. Well, you can drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and let me know how you feel about this loss to Chelsea, and about Nicholas Jackson and the errors that was made by Robert Sanchez. If you are just coming across this video for the first time, please do well to like and subscribe. And if you are already here, please kindly smash the like button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode. And bye for now.